What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your girl, Miss Honey. We are here to do Married to Medicine. I apologize that it is late, but y'all know it's my birthday weekend. My birthday was on Saturday. And your girl has been just rocking from the window to the wall, to the sweat drop down my pores. Yeah, she hit it hard. I know I look, I know I look like it. I know I sound like it. It's okay. It's okay. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. And I am excited about being 48. Okay, so listen. Married to Medicine was good, y'all. It was good as okay, good. All right. I don't even know how the girls from Real Housewives of Atlanta even watch this show. Like y'all don't feel no type of way about the fact that these so-called smaller shows, they got a Friday time slot, is kicking y'all behind with the drama and the realness. Okay, I would not let Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac outdo me. But y'all too busy with your little cigarettes that you can't give us real reality TV. But I digress. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You don't have to hit it, but everybody who has hit it has really enjoyed themselves. They have really been treated with the utmost respect and hospitality and customer service. Okay, so yeah, if I was you, I'd just join the crowd. Just do everything that is traditionally done. Subscribe, hit that bell, and get that thumbs up and comment down below. Bada bing, bada boom. You're a tribe member, and you're accepted, and you're loved. Okay, for just who you are. All right, let's get into it with these Married to Medicine girls. Let me tell y'all this. This season is going to be dramatic. What I love the most about Married to Medicine is that the husbands are full on, both feet all in. Okay? So the show opens and it's all about Quad. The ladies are in their various homes with their various husbands, and they talking about this newspaper. They talking about this story about Dr. Gregory in this newspaper. Evidently this hussy that he went back to the hotel room. Now whatever people tell you, just know that that's probably about 10 to 15% of what actually happens. Okay? There's a whole 85 to 90% that you don't got darn know about, okay? That I promise you is the meat of the situation. Well, apparently, Dr. Gregory done got this woman back, and he, him, and Han, she suck on his joystick, and he lick her honey pot, and she decides to reward all of this, and you was on the job, you on your job, you working, girl. You working, girl, and you gonna come out here and talk about how small that man penis was, talking about it was the size of a pinky. And Dr. Contessa and her husband, who's a doctor as well, has already said that there's no such thing as a pinky-sized penis. No, there isn't, Dr. Tessa, but there is a such thing as thumbs. Okay? It's some thumbs out there, girl. Now, I don't know what y'all been looking at under the microscopes. But one thing, it look like one thing when it's far off and it's packaged up. But when you get up on a thing and look right into the eye of the thing, it could be a thumb that you looking at. All I'm saying is it might not be no pinky, sis, but there's some thumbs out there, okay? And they won't do. They will not do. I digress. Anyway, it's all about Quad. And Quad is not showing up for anything. Quad is not answering calls. Quad is sending quick texts. She being real standoffish. She being very standoffish. She is focusing on her job. She is trying to put all of her energy and all of her intention into this cooking, into this cookbook, which I think is going to be very good. And I'm looking forward to it. I do think I'm going to buy this cookbook. I love cookbooks. I love beautiful pictures. I hope it's great. And she is doing Sister Circle. So she trying to take all of this that's going on. Her and Dr. Gregory living in the house. She living in the guest bedroom. Okay, she got the guest bedroom on extra. Y'all know she got about 15, 20 pillows on the bed. She making the pillows up. She got her babies there in the bed. You know what I'm saying? She done built like a little cocoon of sadness for herself. It's still very, very beautiful. But when she was sitting on that little bench trying to squeeze them shoes in, I was like, oh, girl. Girl, you looking sad. You looking mighty, mighty sad. My heart goes out to Quad. It really, really does. Okay? But I'm on reserve a little bit more. I'm not going to all the way co-sign on this Quad situation until I get a little bit more. I know she's embarrassed. Okay? You go to Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie understands. Curtis talks about how it, you know, listen, it's a booger bear in your marriage when you have this infidelity, but it can be gotten over. Of course, Dr. Jackie is like, I understand where she's coming from. I can understand where she's coming from. All right, because having to live it out and talk about it is a hard thing. Then you go to Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone talking about it with Cecil. And Cecil's another one that he stands with the men. Okay, same thing in Tessa. Tessa got a couple of things she want to say about it. But her husband's like, I don't think it's true. We need to get both sides of the story. You see the same thing with Dr. Damon. He says the same thing. At the same time, you see Toya, you know, Toya rocks out for the marriages. Don't leave your marriage for nothing. She want them all to be married. She want them all to be couples, and she want them all to hang out together like they the circle. And she don't want it to be messed up with no divorce. Are you sure? At the same time, Toya really, really likes to stand in judgment where that's concerned. Her and Dr. Heavenly had those same things in common. But Eugene do rock out for the guys a little bit, but at the same time, Eugene is messy. He is very, very messy. You have to keep your eye on brother Eugene, okay? Because Quad said something to Toya on the phone about she got to be with her real friends, her other friends, talking about the sister circle. And Quad was like, and Toya was like, so we not your friends? So we not your friends? Don't be messy, Toya. Don't be messy. But that's a messy couple all together. And she gonna say she not spending any time with her friends, and she ain't spending no time in her marriage. I was like, Toya, this the kind of stuff that's gonna get you cussed out. Gonna get cussed all the way out. Okay, so we just leave it there. So individually, we see Toya and Eugene, they working out, and they start talking about Quad again. This whole lack of time and friendship and marriage coming in, and it's just a mess. Later on, when they have this leather and lace party for Dr. Simone to get her sexy back, Toya comes in late and kind of saves the night from ending early. She comes in late because her baby had stitches, had to get stitches, had an accident, and she met Mariah coming out. But we're gonna talk about that. Let's see, Dr. Simone. Dr. Cecil brings Dr. Simone some flowers. You can see that they together. They got a real buddy relationship. Now I know that Dr. David called Dr. Heavenly buddy, but to me, Cecil and Simone's just, I don't know, the way they kid and stuff, she just lacks a measure of affection. And maybe it's because he doesn't keep the environment affectionate. He did bring her flowers. I didn't hear him say I love you. I don't know why it's a mental block for him, this whole I love you thing. I do think they need to get counseling together, but I think he could benefit from a good, strong male counselor. Like, it's something there. It is something there. They have a real insurance salesman client type relationship. Well, Cecil want her to move back into the house. They living in separate houses. They still separated. And they living in separate houses, but they going to counseling together. They trying to work it out. Cecil want her back into the house, into the marriage bed as early as when he get off. And she is like, pump your brakes, pump your brakes. I don't know that I am ready, because she already knows she go back in. He gonna want to get the honey pot, right? So, yeah, she calls up the sex counselor after he leaves. The one that was with them in Barbados, and she wants to talk to her about being more sexually expressive. Then when they get there to the function, just a sidebar, when they get there to the function and she's talking about her feelings and her emotions about the fact that she was hurt, the fact that situations have happened that have made her feel less sexual towards him. But if you go back a couple of seasons, when y'all things weren't necessary, maybe we didn't know about them then, maybe they were present even then, where it seemed like he was begging you for sex and y'all ended up getting remarried. Like, they just, it seemed like it's been an ongoing situation, her not necessarily being wanting to be sexual towards him. And then maybe it's because he's always been not so affectionate. So it's just a weird setup. It just seems like everybody's not trying hard enough between the two of them, and I'm not sure if I want to just nutshell it like that. You know what I mean? People need help in certain areas. People just can't be and do without some help. That's just the way it is with some people. So I just want him to just say I love you more. Just like make that a part of breathing for himself. Like train yourself on it. Like you train yourself on everything else, your skill set at work. That took training. You got to just start training yourself, requiring yourself to say I love you at least 6 times a day to your wife. Like that should be a goal for you. Okay, and it could be overkill. She could be like, okay, that's enough already. But let her be the one to tell you, I promise you're going to find that woman is going to sop it up. And when she sop it up, she eat it up, she going to open up. Soapbox. I'm off of it, but boom. Shout out to James Caldwell. I'm going to get down now. Let's go ahead and... So she has this big function, you know, where all the ladies are supposed to come and dress real sexy. And, you know, they come to a non-conclusion about this is who she is and she's not very sexual. If you're not very sexual, that to me, that's the reason to get a divorce. If you're not attracted to your husband, you don't want to sleep with your husband, you don't want to show your husband any physical affection, that's the reason to get divorced, because he's going to need that. He's going to need that connection to you in order for you guys to keep that covenant connection fertile. In order for y'all to keep it loving and strong and just and there when one of y'all can't have sex, when one of y'all functionally can't have sex, like something gotta give. Anyway, I think Brother Cecil could use class himself. The ladies are always going to classes. I would love to see the men go to some classes, honestly. So we see Tessa. Tessa is stay at home. She is stay at home chaos. Layla, please. She back at work part-time because she could not stay away from being a doctor. She missed it so much. Layla, please. Okay, but she's still home, getting the kids up, getting the kids ready, getting the kids off. This Layla, please. That whole segment, she must have said Layla, please, like 3 or 4 times. That's her smallest baby, and she run the girls. Okay, she called Layla. Layla gonna make sure her name is announced over the speaker box at least 2 to 3 times, okay, in one city. That is what's gonna happen. But when she comes to the leather and lace party, she is ready to get loose. She ready to feel some type of way, drink, get her buzz on, see some things, talk about some things, get into some things, get real sexy, hot and juicy, and take it home to her man. That's what she here for. And I'm here for that. I'm here for that, Tessa. I really am. Jackie, like I said, Jackie expresses her own difficulty with scandal and infidelity when she's talking to Curtis. You know, and she has a patient who's also like a life coach and a counselor, and she gets some best advice from her as well, because she up and down with her emotions. She's got times where she's feeling very loving and affectionate towards Curtis, and she got other times where she's side-eyeing him and looking at him kind of crazy. Like every day she is just like, how was your day? What did you do today? And he is like ABC. ABC. And then when she asked him one day, and he's like, A and B, and she said, oh, it's that That got her wondering. That got her thinking. That got her in her emotions. She said she feel like it wasn't the truth. And it may be her own insecurities. It may be her feeling like, you know, I still got to keep my good eye on you. But this is what being unfaithful, being disloyal, this is what it breeds. It breeds a lack of trust. It breeds being, you know, this feeling like you got to side eye and reread and rehear and re-listen and rework every bit of information from that individual, because you don't really still 110% trust everything they say, because you missed it before. And this time, in order for you not to miss it, you need to be ever more vigilant. And that's how Dr. Jackie is feeling. And her counselor sort of gives her some perspective and just tells her, you know, this is the process. Talk through it. Work through it. You know that a lot of this is in your mind. Don't take this necessarily to be 110% what's reality, what's really, really going on. It just may be your mind working against you. At the same time, all I'm going to say is, Dr. Jackie, is just put a pin in it. That's what my mama say to do. That's what I do, and it works out great. Put a pin in it, Dr. Jackie. Put a pin in that You might have to revisit that Just put a pin in it. Let everything else go back to normal. Just keep a pin in that That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so that's Dr. Jackie. When they get to the leather and lace, and she put her 2 cents in it about Quad with the ladies. The question just keeps popping up every time the ladies get together. Well, where's Quad? When they first got together, where's Quad? Well, Quad had already given her regrets about not attending the event. She had a sister circle event. Everybody's noticing later on when the party's about to end, but it don't end because Toya come in. Toya says again, what about Quad? Where's Quad? Okay, this is the question of the day. So Dr. Jackie weighs in after they get to talking about Quad again. Dr. Jackie weighs in and she tells her, somebody asked her the question, would you have shared the story about what happened between you and Curtis if it wasn't in the blogs, if it wasn't out there in the public? And she said no. She wouldn't have, and I wouldn't have either. Okay, but you forced to talk about it, and she understands that Quad is embarrassed, and she probably just don't want to keep talking about it to infinity and beyond, ad nauseum, especially with the girls at the sister circle. She's probably being supported in a way that's kind of standoffish, like they're letting her have her moment, but at the same time they not pressuring her. And she knows when she gets in that circle, the ladies are going to want to stick their nose in it. The ones that's going to want it to work, the ones that's going to hurt the word, the ones that saying I told you so. Like that circle, you got to be ready. And it's a place where you're going to have to defend yourself and defend your actions and defend the other person. Like, she's not ready for that. And everybody now needs to kind of respect that, in my opinion. And it's because I'm a standoffish person. Like, you have to wait for me to let you in. Ring the doorbell. If I come to the door, great. If I don't start knocking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Anyway, I was proud of Dr. Jackie because she was honest about herself and she was transparent and she was being understanding and empathetic with the Quad situation. Dr. Simone is very demonstrative. She like to overtalk and overshadow. It's a problem, Dr. Simone. It's a problem. She just don't believe that Quad is that busy. It's not about busy. It's not about busy. And Dr. Jackie is telling you it's not about busy. Mariah weighs in, but we're going to talk about that. So we talk about Heavenly. Heavenly is there in the kitchen with Alora. And Alora is growing up. She's a beautiful girl. And she's her mama's manager. You know, she knows how to pull Heavenly right on down. She knows how to pull her coat strings. You know, and Heavenly got a dress. How does dress look? And she was like, she was doing some light reading and writing. And she looked over that dress. She was like, I mean, your body gonna be covered. Is that what you was was that your goal, not to be naked? Because if so, you've achieved that. I mean, just played it out. She was just like, yeah, I mean, you know, it was a black dress with sleeves. Hell, I don't know. Later on, when Daddy comes in, her daddy, her actual daddy, Laura's actual daddy, she get her stuff and go on. She was like, boop, tag Daddy, you stuck with her. So sitting there, just hearing her talk to her dad and call him Daddy, and her mama call him Daddy, I was just like, Dr. Heavenly, you got to get over this daddy situation. You look ridiculous. Ridiculous. And every time you call him that, he look like he thrown off. Oh, one of my children calling me now. Anyway, so she wants to talk about herself and what's going on with her. And do you think I'm mean? Like some of the ladies have said that she's mean, especially with everything that jumped off between her, Toya, Eugene, with her being inappropriate in Barbados and trying to be the ruler over everybody. Daddy, people have called me mean. Do you think I'm mean? He was like, when you say mean. He tells her, she says, well, she thinks she wants to go see somebody, her spiritual guide. I don't think that's it. I don't think your spiritual guide is going to be able to peel back the layers that is you. I think you're going to see a professional counselor who has seen and done it all is going to help you. She wants to go to anger management, and Damon's scared that it might include him as well. So he tried to thwart that. He tried to lock that down. Like, you don't need to do all that. Just look up all your Bible scriptures that talk about anger and meditate on that and study on that, and then change your ways from the inside out. I was like, okay, Dr. Damon, just like that, it's done. No. Your wife got to unpack this thing, because aggression is her calling card. And not only is she outwardly aggressive, she is very, very passively aggressive as well. That picture that she gave Mariah, I don't think she was doing it to be malicious. I think heavily, just like Allura said, Laura showed us in the beginning, is that Heavenly is just, she ain't got no style. She has regular run of the mill as they come. Like, she just does not have any style. And I think it's because she went so long with being heavy set, although I know some fiercely fashionable, stylish, sexy ass, big, beautiful black women. But Dr. Heavenly ain't never had no style. It's never been her focus on style. She is a regular degler. She's one of the people that go in, and how it is on the mannequin is how she buy it. And she put it on, and she don't do no different. She wear gold hoops every day, the same ring every day. She doesn't accessorize very well. Y'all can see she love a pair of mules. Like, Dr. Heavenly could use some work. All right. She could definitely use some work. And I think she picked a picture that she felt was just like her, regular Degler Smegler. But you know that Mariah is fabulously fabulous. So what was you thinking? What was you thinking? Why would you make that girl a whole nother poster? Why you ain't work with her husband to get a really, really good picture? Like, you could have did that 7 Ways to Sunday better. You really, really could have. That whole presentation that you did with Mariah, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, aggression is a calling card. But having said that, I'm gonna just tell you that the reason why I think she picked that picture, that regular ass picture, is because she a regular ass girl. Like, she is basic, okay? She is a basic chick. Let's talk about Mariah. Baby, when I tell you Mariah is banging in this season, what is interesting is her everyday Mariah. You can tell she's just regular Mariah. She's still keeping it up or whatever. But them pictures they got out there on the internet, she look extra light skin, extra blonde, extra thin. I don't know. In some of these live shots of them walking around with her, I was like, ooh, her and Dr. Simone was looking greasy to me. They was looking real greasy to me here and there. But I love the way she talks with her husband. When she was talking to him about, in the opening segment, about what was going on with Quad, she didn't get into detail then, but she went ahead and let him know, I know we talking about Quad, but you need to be careful with this right here, because I don't want you to end up in the blogs behind this and have to make me do something real and lay hands upon. He understood. He understood what she was saying. Don't make me do it. So that was funny, and that was funny, that the interaction they had with him when they was teasing and talking, and she was breaking the boots in. This before she went to the leather and lace party. When they got to the leather and lace party, she came in. She was dressed like Catwoman. It was fierce. It was sharp the way she was walking it. She was walking that outfit out. She was personifying it. It was cute. It was super cute. I was feeling it. I really was. I was also feeling the fact that she took up for Quad. She did. She knows Quad probably better than all of those ladies, because they were very close for a very long period of time. And when she said that, she said Quad is protecting herself. I believe that. She said Quad has a lot of pride. I believe that. She said she also believes that there was a period of time where Quad was protecting Dr. Gregory, and from the mess. From exposing him with the mess. Okay, I think there's a measure of truth to that too. And she's saying Quad is being guarded. I understand that too. And this is to calm down the rhetoric that's coming from Simone, who's acting like she just doesn't understand why Quad can't just jump in and tell everybody what's going on. And Toya, who's acting like she don't understand why Quad can't just work this out with Dr. Gregory. Really, Quad? I mean, Toya is acting like she just don't understand why Quad can't work this out with Dr. Gregory. Really, Toya? Really? Okay. So, anyway, when Heavenly gives makes this declaration of peace to Mariah, I think Mariah should have just accepted it for what it was, and then I would have set it on fire. If I didn't like it, I just wouldn't have never brought it up again. I would have never shown it. I would have never displayed it. I just wouldn't have done it. I think it was the less passive aggressive way approach that she took, which was to say, what is this? I do not like this. Where would you get this from, girl? No. She took it as an affront. But see, she been dealing with mean girls for a long time. She was a mean girl. She is still a mean girl. You know what I'm saying? This might be a little bit slighter right now, but for the most part, yeah. Like, yeah. And so she know another mean girl. When she see one, she already know that Heavenly up to no good. This ain't the apology that we think it is. And so she is just like, you know what? I don't know how they ended up with it, but they went from I hate the picture to kiss it. Right, got up and hit them leather pants and kiss it. Kiss it, baby. She was giving us Miss Lucy tease. If Mariah did not look like Miss Lucy in this moment and sound like Miss Lucy, her mama in this moment, she was giving us straight Miss Lucy. Okay, this is who Miss Lucy is, and Mariah came by honestly. So you better perform, girl. And then Dr. Heavenly said she had great teeth, and Mariah said you need to get your teeth fixed and get your husband's teeth fixed too. So technically Mariah went to the husband below the belt first. Okay, so when Dr. Heavenly retaliated about a small peen that her husband had, Mariah's husband had a small peen. And I don't think she's actually seen his penis or knows like firsthand that his penis is small, like even from conversation. I think she's just attributing the fact that he is an Indian, you know, by descent. He's an Indian, you know, Middle Eastern, I guess, Indian that, you know, they have been labeled at, you know, like the Chinese man is having a small penis. I'm sure it's not, you know, true that all of them have small penis. I'm sure that there are some Indian men out there with you know, great penises. But anyway, so when she hollered that out, Mariah was like, oh, you need to worry about all the women that Dr. Damon done slept with. And she was on her way out the door. She had pushed it. It was open. And Dr. Heaven said, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all know Daddy is a sore spot for Dr. Heavenly. It is. This is the way that Mariah is really, really, really going to get to Dr. Heavenly in a real, real mean girl way for her to say this. And so when Dr. Heavenly was like, that's not true, I'm not even believing that, she was like, oh, do you need receipts? And when she came back in the room, she was like, do you need receipts, darling? Should I pull out the receipts, darling? I was like, you better act, Mariah. Dr. Heaven was like, I'm not going to put up with this. And before you know it, it was like holding people back in a scuffle and all of that. And Mariah leaves. I know Dr. Heaven was trying to play it cool, but baby, I bet you that car ride home. I bet you that car ride home, she was going over some shit in her mind. Best cool believe Dr. Heavenly is thinking about that thing. Okay? Best cool believe it. So as Mariah goes out, Toya's coming in, and she kind of tried to talk to Toya about it a little bit. And Toya's like, no, I need to have a drink. I've been in the emergency room. Come on, let's go back in. They go back in. It's a real, real cold place. It's a real, real cold place. They kind of sum up the leather and lace situation. And they also talk a little bit more about the Quad situation. Like I said, Mariah took up for her. And it was, you know, they were able to end the night I guess somewhat amicably, but you already know it's on for the season with Mariah and Dr. Heavenly behind this whole receipts thing. Ooh, I really, really don't want Dr. Damon to have cheated on Heavenly. Like, I just don't want to have this whole thing where we got multiple cheaters on the show in terms of the husband. But at the same time, I don't want Mariah to make a fool of herself. Girl, don't make a fool of yourself with these blanket conversations. If you ain't got no receipts, boo, I wouldn't have never said a word about it. You're gonna make yourself look stupid, Jennifer, Basketball Wives. Anyway, so yeah, we get to see Quad at the end of the show. Quad is at home. She's saying her affirmations. You are good, you are strong, you are pretty, you are kind. I think this is really poignant. I think this is really poignant because Quad went through a lot with Dr. Gregory. Y'all know they had a hellish relationship before they even got married. They've been locked up for fighting domestically, the whole nine. This was all before they got married. But where Quad came from, it has been a bone of contention for her that for her, Dr. Gregory has shown her or told her one way or another that she's not quite good enough. Like, he took her in and dusted her off. So she spent a lot of time trying to prove that she is pulled together, that she is poised, that she is smart and good enough and kind enough and strong enough and all of this. And that's what that affirmation says to me, more than actually what the words are saying, what it means to her to have to push through and encourage herself. But it don't have to be that way. It don't have to be that way. I would think that she would link up with Dr. Jackie more than anybody because Dr. Jackie can share some insight on it. But right now she's doing what she got to do to protect Quad and to stay in a safe space. It's just so creepy seeing that house, how shut down it is. It seemed dark. She coming and going. She barely saying hello or goodbye. And he sneaking out the room and going upstairs when she done came downstairs. And it's just awkward. It's super duper awkward. I forget who it was that was saying that. Okay, it was Dr. Heavenly that was saying if they come at Quad with the conversation, they come at it wrong, she's gonna take it as an attack. She's gonna be defensive about it. That was a smart thing. Y'all need to just be patient. Let her know that you're there. Let her know that you love her, but let her come in slowly. Don't try to force the fit. I just think it's gonna be bad. But that's Married to Medicine. You guys tell me what you think. Wasn't it a good episode, you guys? I really, really enjoyed it. You guys tell me what you think. Put it down below. Let me know if I missed anything. Layla, please. What do you guys think about Dr. Cecil? I mean, Cecil and Dr. Simone. What do you guys think about the Quad situation? What about Heavenly in that poster? You guys think she did it on purpose? You guys think it was just an oversight because she just naturally lame anyway? In terms of aesthetics, I don't know. And what do y'all think about Mariah dropping them receipts out there, a conversation about Dr. Damon and them receipts? I want to hope and believe that Dr. Damon is not a cheater. I really, really do. Fingers crossed, you guys. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah.